Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the topic subject verb agreement, and this is one of the important topic from competitive perspective. So let's start. As you could see the definition, but before we go to the definition, let's try to understand it with the example. Here the example is he is a student. So you could see he is a subject, is a verb, and a student is object. So is particularly is a singular verb, and he is a singular person. Thus, the definition of subject verb agreement says in a given sentence the verb should be used according to subject, that is according to person and number. And in the first example, the person is first person, third person, and the singular number. Sorry. According to that, we have to use singular verb, and the singular verb here it suits is. Okay. So according to subject verb agreement, singular verb must be used with singular subject, and plural verb must be used with plural verb. Similarly, you can see the second example. There are students. So they is a third person, whereas a plural form, and according to the plural form, we have to use the plural verb, that is are. Thus, they are students. Let's get on to the questions. And as usual, learn by doing. So placing the right helping verb in the given blank. As I have not taken the verbs simultaneously, so here you'll find the simple that your main concern is about either you have to use a singular or plural. The verb could be anything apart from the helping verbs, anything you can use. So your main agenda is, even if you practice, so just make a just be aware of the rules, and it is the main concern of this topic. Let's start with first one. Ram dash a good boy. So here Ram is a singular. According to this, we'll use is. Ram is a good boy. In the second one, Sham is an intelligent student. Okay. Next third, I dash a student. So I am a student. But with I there is an exception. Here, fourth one, I it accepts plural form simultaneously, singular and plural both. So I have a notebook. Here we have to use I have a notebook. Okay. Yeah. Next one, you dash a student. So according to you, always we have to use plural form, and in some situations, even though it is written in plural form, but we have to understand. So here the verb will use you are a student. Sorry, as I have not used if we use you are student. Okay, so it means it is denoting to someone. At the same time, it is the situation is singular. Here sixth one is missing. Okay, just leave it. Yeah, seventh one is he does not dash to do it. So he doesn't need to do it. Okay, or he doesn't, sorry, he doesn't want to do it. Here you may ask me that why we are not using needs. So make sure whenever the negative sign is used, so in that case you have to use plural form, even though if it is a singular verb. In the eighth question, the same verb will be used as singular verb. He, sorry, even here you'll use the same. He need not go there. Whereas in the next one, if you'll see, he dashed to go there. Here you have to use he needs to go there, or anything which you use. So you have to use singular verb, that is verb which is with s or es. Okay. Next is she dash money. So she has money. Similarly, 11th one, she does not have money, not has. She does not have money. So I guess you're clear with the negative as the same time the affirmative from the 10th and the 11th. So let's move on to the 12th. If I dash rich, I would buy a car. Here it is a suppositional. It means supposing. It means wish kind of sentences. So here most of the sentences, if you find if the if the syntax in this form, I would buy a car, or wishing or something, suppositional sentences we call it. So in 11th one we use, if I were rich, I would buy a car. Similarly, 13th one, I wish he dash prime minister of India. So I wish he were. Okay. 14th one, same. Yeah, you can try. I wish I were a rich man. Good. Let's move on to the 15th one. If he dash here, I will help him. But here, don't think that you have to fill were. No. So it is of conditional sentence. So wherever you find such syntax where you could see future, simple future, so you have to use here simple present. So if he comes, yes. So if he comes here, I will help him. If they go there, or if they come here. Okay, so what our agenda is to recognize and to be aware of, familiar with singular and plural verb where we have to use, and most of the error correction sentences, they come from the same topic. Okay, so here you have to use, if they come here, I'll meet them. Okay, so here you have to use come, not comes. Let's move on to the next question. Long dash our friendship. Long live our friendship. So these are few sentences, optative we call. Okay, so they are usually we use plural verb. Similarly, you can have a look on the 18th one. Heaven help us, not helps, it's help us. Simple. Similarly, 19th. God dash the king. God save the king, not saves. It is saved. 20. Yeah. So over here you can find. Let me read a sentence, then I'll explain you. Ram and Sham dash done well in the exam. So Ram and Sham both are individual. We can take it as a singular, but when they are connected with and conjunction, so it becomes plural. Thus, here we have to use plural verb. Ram and Sham have done well in the exam. Next, 21st. My mother and father are proud of me. Yes. Next, 22nd. Gold and silver are precious metal. You may say that it's a pair word. No, it is not a pair word. The next one is pair word. Okay. For example, 23rd. Bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. Thus, these two pair words, so there are few pair words which we use collectively, and when there are pair words, so we have to use singular verb. Similarly, rice and curry is his favorite food. And 25th one is, here we have to use singular verb, because wherever you find no before noun, and if they are joined with and, so make sure that you have to use singular verb. Thus, no girl and no boy is or was, whatever you want to use. So singular verb. Let's move on to the next one. The horse and carriage. Yeah. So even these are pair words. Is at the door. Next is 26th. The principal and chairman. No, this is not a pair word. Okay. So here we get a different concept. The principal and chairman was there. Why was? Why not were? Because Article is used before principal but not before chairman. Thus, both the persons are same. Next comes the other concept of 1 to 3, that is in positive or negative sense. Thus, you, he, and I are good friends. So here the verb will be same, but the way we use the persons it changes. So make sure that when you want to show the positive sense with when there are three persons present over there, you have to use you, he, and I. If there are two persons and if you want to use in a good sense, so you and he are good friends. But yeah, even 29th, you and I. So you should not use yourself, because whenever something is going to be good, even the it is a quality of a leader that if a team leads, so he always boosts his team by giving the credit to his team. So same goes with this. And if something goes wrong, so he used to take that credit with himself. And the same rule follows here. You and I are neighbors, but 30th one, I, you, and he, because it shows negative sense. It gives negative sense. Okay, I, you, and he are guilty. Similarly, 31st, I and you have committed a crime. Next 30, here we use a different rule. Half of the milk has been spoiled. Okay, half of the milk, one third, one fourth, whatever. So here we use singular verb. Next, some furniture is to be bought. Okay, so whenever you use some, make sure that you are going to use singular. Some coffee is available. 35th, half of the land is irrigated or was irrigated if you are using in past, or if you are using passive form. Okay, yes. 36th, yeah, here you'll find different concept. Village after village was destroyed. So whenever you find after, so make sure that you are going to use singular verb. Similarly, you can find in the 37th question, day after day was passed. Next 30th, here we use different rule. Nothing but tree is there. Everything but pens was available. Sorry, already I have provided the answer. So wherever you find nothing and everything, so you have to use singular verb. And here the meaning of nothing but tree is there. It means there is nothing but only trees, and everything but pens was available. It means over there everything is was available but except pen. So even in your colloquial language you can use. Let's move further. The writers as well as publishers, yes, the writers as well as publishers are excited. Here we use according to the subject before as well as. Similarly, here Mr. Sharma as well as his wife likes sweet, because here we are using verb according to the subject before as well as. So here Mr. Sharma is singular. Thus we are using likes, which is a singular. Iron as well as coal is found in India. Okay. Next 43rd, another rule it follows. Neither he nor I was guilty. In this case, in case of nor or, always we use verb according to the subject which is near to or nor. You could find in the 44th one, either the father or his sons were injured, were injured or are injured, whatever. So plural form always, because sons is a plural, thus we have to use plural form. Not only Sham, even in the 45th we use the same. that is whatever near to but also the same verb it goes. Not only Shyam but also his brothers were present there, and you could find the difference here. Not only Ram but Mohan was also present, or is also, sorry, is also honest. Sorry, is also honest. So according to Mohan, we are using the verb that is singular verb. Neither John nor you are present, because with you always we use plural form. Either Mahesh or I am to blame. Not only the principal but also teachers are responsible. Next, 50th one. 5 rupees is a very small amount. So here 5 rupees, even though you could see rupees as a plural, but we use it as a singular because the whole sense it is giving as a singular. And you will find the difference in the next questions. I'll let you know. 40 kilometers is a long distance. Already the answer is written. Next, 50 rupees dash to be distributed among the boys. Here, if you will see this among the boys. So, here we are using as a separate entity. Thus, 50 rupees are to be distributed. We have to write because at last you could find plural form. But in the next one, 10 kilograms of sugar dash enough for me. Here we are using singular verb because it is showing only for a singular person. 10 kilograms of sugar is enough for me. Next, 54th, as it shows the possession. Ram's shed is black. So always whenever mm, Ram's pen or whatever, Ram shed, Ram has. So whenever the sentence says about possession, so we have to use singular verb. Yeah. Next is a number of students. Yes, here always do remember whenever you use a number, so you have to use plural. A number of students were caught copying. A large number of workers are struck or were struck. Whereas 57th, here you can use either singular or plural, so there is no wrong in doing so. None of the thieves have or has been arrested, or none of the students have or has come. Next is a band of musicians is to arrive. Yes, because band of musician, it shows collective noun. Even though you can ask us a number why it is not, so it has some particular rule. Thus we don't use there. Yeah, even here a lot of money has been spent, as we are using as a collective noun. Next, half of the mango is rotten, whereas half of the mangoes are rotten. Why? In this case, we are using verb according to this. Even you could have asked like as you told in case of half. So make sure that you're using according to this. Next, 63rd, your trousers are new, whereas a pair of trousers has been saved. Okay, because a pair it shows singular. Next, the sheep are grazing in the field. Why not is? Because the sheep it denotes a plural sense. It gives plural sense. The teeth of the girl, yes, are white. Okay, so whenever you find, and in article topic you have seen, the rich are happy. So here the rich means the rich people. Similarly, 67th one, the blind means all the blind are helpless. Okay, so this is all about the subject verb agreement, and I'll come with new topic. Till then, enjoy.